You're watching Infront the scene, the interview with a difference. And I'm your host, Bad Stone.
The latest for the maddest and the baddest interviews from all of the artists.
So make sure you log in, come check us out. Welcome again, my viewers. You are watching Infront the scene, the interview with a difference, bringing to you some of the talented people within the entertainment industry. And I'm your host, Bad Stone, the neutral kid. On today's program, my viewers, we'll be doing a live interview with an upcoming Trinidad and Tobago hip-hop artist. Don't move, we'll be right back.
The latest for the maddest and the baddest interviews from all of the artists.
So make sure you log in, come check us out. Welcome, Mechanic T.I.D. Well, it's an honor to have you on the program. Give thanks for passing through. I'd like to introduce yourself to enough of the viewers them who's wondering who is Mechanic T.I.D.
Alright, so big up to everybody on the interview right now. Let me start with that, give thanks to the creator for life every day. Mechanic T.I.D. is a Trinidad and Tobago born hip-hop artist, from South Trinidad, and just trying to make things more, how to put it, try and get things global in terms of the hip-hop music for Trinidad and Tobago. A simple youth, I'm a bit camera shy at times. Funny enough being an artist, but
Yeah, so what made you wanted to do music?
It was a passion from birth, starting from probably 2 years old to leave kindergarten. I had to play the pan, which is the national instrument of Trinidad and Tobago, to graduate from kindergarten into preschool. I'm into primary school, sorry. So I guess entertainment was something in the blood from birth.
You have any like family members that usually do music?
I have a lot of family members who sing, yes, but to say probably do it commercially or our family, well, my family on my dad's side was raised in church, so a lot of my aunts and they sing in the choir. I myself used to sing in the choir and things like that.
So give us a little brief history of life. What was life like growing up?
From tender age, I put this in many songs before. I grew up in residential. I'm not well off, but we never had to struggle much. So growing up for me was quite sheltered. I never grew up on the streets or things like that. I had certain experiences to travel all over as well through my parents, been to different countries, get to experience different things at a tender age. Growing up was real family oriented for me. Like my family is pretty large on my dad's side. So, cousins and stuff would grow up together in one house. You never had a dull moment growing up with family. Everybody was growing up around the same age at the same time. So we used to play games together, play on the streets together, So it was fun coming up as a kid. I think things changed when I reached like teenage, when life changed and you had to take things a little more seriously. You started to get the little girlfriend and the little relationships going and things like that. So that's when you take life a little more serious.
So at what age, as you say, although you said tender age, I really like music. What age you really discover it and say, I'm gonna vent in the music career? Like what age?
19, I would say 19.
19.
Yeah,
Okay.
19 is the time that I really make up my mind. Like before all of that, like I say, I used to be in the choir. While in church, I actually started a boy group in church, but I still wasn't taking it that serious. It was just a group of friends and all of us could sing. So we decided to start a group. But when I got into hip hop music, like I just have a passion and a love for the rap, right? And when I got into hip hop, I was approximately 19 years old. I decided, you know what? I think I could really make a career out of this because it was a response from people. I would do like freestyles off of a beat, and how people responded, I was like, all right, cool. This is something interesting to see people give that kind of response to something that I create. Yeah.
That give you the energy to continue doing music.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So tell name Mechanic T.I.D. How did that name came about?
All right. So first of all, the mechanic part. Uh, I'm probably 14 years old. I started doing auto mechanic work, auto repairs and things like that. By the time I was 16, I had a vehicle already. I didn't have a license, but I had my own vehicle. So I always used to be up and down the streets driving, racing cars, all them things. So a lot of my friends and my close mates would be like, that's the guy with the mechanic vehicle, that the mechanic fella, that the mechanic man, or whatever. And in the time doing music, I was searching for a name. So I was like, to go with my government name and put like a little this or little that or young this or baby that. And I was like, you see that? I'm not going through that. Everybody know me as the mechanic with the fast car. So I just like dropped the mechanic and just put mechanic, and that was it. The T.I.D part is that came in later on. That was Till I Die. So the reason for that is like I have hip hop tatted on my sleeve here. I have hip hop going across with the music notes, and I was like, yo, I'm a hip hop artist until I die because I tattoo don't remove. Plus I have mechanic printed on my back. So mechanic till I die.
Just the love for the music.
That's right.
Yeah. So is there anything else you would be doing not for music?
Yeah. Currently I still do mechanic work.
Or you still?
Actually, yeah, I still I do auto body as well. I paint vehicles as well. So mechanic is something that was my young passion, like from since I was probably 10, 11 years old. My uncle used to race cars on the tracks, and it's something that I fell in love with. I like racing, I like fast cars and things like that. So I just kind of developed that passion, and I maintained that passion. So if it wasn't for music, I'd still be a mechanic, and that would have been my income. That would have been my passion. That would have been what I focus on,
So how have the experience been so far within the music entertainment for you?
For years, it has been a struggle. Yes. For the past 12 years or so, it's been a struggle based on, so Trinidad is predominantly soca music, and we know that. It only recently got into Trinidad, right, which is the dancehall aspect. It really started to make noise. But hip hop in Trinidad and Tobago is one of the toughest genres to come by. So my experience has been a struggle when it comes to the genre of music. But since I've met my management team, things started kind of open up internationally. So the struggle here is not something that I'm focusing on anymore. I'm more paying attention outside because I consider myself a mainstream artist, and things happening outside. But for the first couple of years doing this, I wanted to quit plenty times. A lot of times I questioned myself.
Yeah. Due to the love of it, I guess that's what keep the motivation for us keep going.
Because all right, do you see that motivation you're speaking about? I want to touch on that. For example, when I write songs or when I create music, and again, hip hop here, you don't have a platform to perform or to go to a showcase, anything like that to get bookings. So sometimes I would just be in my backyard or outside somewhere and just put on a whole performance to the trees and to the grass and just to the sun, and it just be like that sometimes.
Yeah, I understand that. So the track that you did, the tribute that you did, I should say, for the great Louis Rankin.
Follow me. Original gun come to boom it up. Louis Rankin, they are my friend. Original gun come to boom it up. The city daddy him come back again.
Vaughn, you mad for this one? We pivotal. Yeah. Louis, aka original Don Dada. R.I.P. to the king, one of Jamaica's godfathers. Icon, always had the lightning and thunder. Hands down champ like he ball with the Raptors. Had love for the sorry, I meant ladies. Superhero, you could ask any one of his babies. Princess Dion, Shamika and Shanta, Naya, Natasha, Zara and Zola. I'm honored to be rapping by this legend, and I can see the gold teeth smiling down from heaven. Though I never met him, we still miss his presence. Grateful for opportunities, cause time is of the essence. Yeah, I'm not doing it for
how did that actually came about?
My management in Canada, that's Pivotal. The person who runs Pivotal Entertainment, she and Louis Rankin's daughter, they close.
Yeah.
And Princess, which is Louis' daughter, she was having a launch, an event where she launching the scholarship fund program in honor of his name. And so my management was like, how about if one of my artists perform live on your show?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, no problem. And then my manager hit me up and be like, you know what? I get you to perform live online for the event, for the launch of the scholarship fund program. And she was like, furthermore, create a song for it. Don't just perform, but create a song. And I was like, okay, send me some information about Louis because I don't know him personally.
Okay.
All I can remember is Shutters and Belly. But other than that, I've never met him personally. So she sent some information from Princess and I just put it together. I like storytelling. So I just created the song and that was it.
So, and what was the experience like when performing live?
When
performing live, like what was that feeling like?
We didn't do the performance again. They actually used the song and the video and launched it in the event. What happened though, the actual, his tombstone, his headstone ceremony, that hasn't gone as yet. So when that is happening, I should be there live with the song, God will, you know.
Okay. See that you like the type like you're venting to reggae music at times, you know, like we see a remix with the Nation Boss.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that one.
Nation Boss, Mechanic T.I.D. Look, hey. Class and races divide us on a daily basis. New normal and so normal, you could see it in our faces. Social distance, friends turning into strangers. I can remember the smiles as I travel different places. Like, why we gotta hate each other so much? Cause we all gotta lay in the dust. Can you tell me what's up? System got us all stuck in the box, and all we gotta do is show the love, yeah. Cause if your heart too big, my lord, I'ma take you for your fool on. This is why me no like humans. This is why me no like humans. And if you push love in this world, I'ma put you on a cross.
What really inspire you to, you know? Go. Like
when I first heard Nation Boss song, I love the story he told with this song, you know. I really, it touched me a type of way, like where in my position, like I would go back again, the struggles and, you know, people would say they support you and then the same people who say they support you, they're no longer around. So I was like, yo, this song, it spoke to me a type of way. And I was like, hey, I had to remix this song, right? In remixing it, I didn't have no vision as to where I wanted to go, but I just love Nation Boss. His depiction of his song, like how he structured his song, how he wrote his words, everything like that. And I wanted to play off of that energy. I actually reached out to him to do an official remix, but some other artists jump on it already. So he was like, I will still big you up, give you the respect, go ahead and show it out. And you're like, yeah, well, all right, cool.
As time go by, anything possible?
Yeah, most definitely. You know, again, it's still a growing process.
Yeah.
Still have a way to go. So, but the thing about it is they paying attention. That's the thing about it. You know, I actually, when we reached out to him and I saw we got a feedback from Nation, I was like, what? He not that busy as yet then to reach out to us. Because you know, when you reach a certain status, you just be so busy to answer everybody. So, you know, it was cool though. But that time will come. That time will come.
Do you have any form of weakness that you are currently working on when it comes on to the musical side?
I think my main challenge right now is the interviews.
Interviews.
Yeah, interviews is something that I'm working on as we speak right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like stage performance, stage presence, anything to do with artistry in terms of presenting myself as an artist. I think already, you know, solidify myself in that. But when it comes to doing interviews, I tend to fumble a lot. Yeah, I just die when the nerves just kick in. Because you just want to make sure that you say the right thing and say exactly what you're supposed to.
So what's the process like when creating new music for you?
Short. Short and sweet. When it comes to how to put this way, I'm gonna give you an example. Like last week, I was in studio last week. So last week, Friday, I had a studio session. I had this track about a while now. I had the instrumental for a while, and the guy keep asking me, you know, when we gonna meet up, when we doing this. And we set the time for last week, Friday. And I was like, all right, the Thursday before, the day before, sorry, which would be the Thursday. I probably wrote this song 2 hours that evening, that Thursday evening for the next day.
Yeah.
So that's the process with me writing a song. Like when I create in a project, 2 things that have to happen. One, the instrumental does have to talk to me, or something that's had to happen in my life for me to tell a story about. So if I'm emotionally attached to a song or situation, and I'm going to write a song about it, it will happen in no time at all, whether it's the instrumental or the situation. Songs that I have to create, like, all right, for the Louis Rankin, the tribute, that song took a longer time because I had to take certain information about his life and put it together. So it probably took me like 2 days to write that song, right? Because I started writing, then I stopped, went and do some more research, go and write again, stop, you know, go through some of his videos, look at his movies again, and try to get to understand his personal and his acting and his music career as well. So I try to engulf everything around him before I finish that project. And it took me, so you had to do research when you're doing projects like that. Whereas if I doing like the Nation Boss remix, that would have been off of my emotion. So that was probably 45 minutes to write that song.
Yeah. Understand. Who are some of your mentors in coming into music?
I would say Bob Marley, Michael Jackson, Kendrick Lamar, Eminem, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
These are people that I look at their life and their stage presence. Like I would pick certain things from certain artists. So like Bob Marley, I would more focus on Bob Marley's life rather than his music career, because his life used to come to life on the stage. Like the people would just react to his presence because of his lifestyle. But I look at all artists and I pull certain things from each artist's lifestyle, music career, things like that.
On the journey, does your family like support the type of music that you produce?
Yeah, well, like I say, they see any progress now, so they starting to support everything that I do. You know, things starting to happen. Like again, through the Louis Rankin tribute, Foxy Brown started reaching out to us as well. So when I show them these results and I post this up on my status, and family and friends be like, "Wow, Foxy Brown talking to you," you know, they start to like, "Hey, keep going, man. We have you back. Yeah, we have your back," and things like that. You know, they're now starting to see the growth, and you know, it's just a matter of time.
Are you signed to any label or
no?
Or on the team that you speak about, let's talk about it a little more.
Pivotal Entertainment is a management and talent agency, right?
Yeah.
It's founded by it's a foreign-based company, Canada. This is founded by Christina. She's the head and the CEO of Pivotal Entertainment.
Okay.
We have YCL Records, who is co-management, that's Kel. They work hand in hand. YCL Record finds the talent and Pivotal manages the talent. So both of them work hand in hand. I met Pivotal in 2021, yeah, just last year.
Yeah.
And I signed a management contract with them just of last year. And Pivotal just again is a entertainment company that is growing as the artist grows. It's not an established management company.
Okay.
So Christina now founded this company just at the right time where I was about to give up. And Kel reached out to me and he was like, "Mechanic, I believe in you too much. You know, I know it hard, I know it tough. I'll put you onto someone." And then he put me onto Pivotal, and that was it. From there on, things just
So
started
from
growing.
there,
Yeah.
from there you have a different look on
Yes,
the work.
I've a bigger back now. I have more backbone.
Yeah,
I have more to stand up on because at times they believe in me more than I believe in myself.
That's what good teammates do still, you know. Good
Exactly.
teammates,
And
you know.
and again, we started branching off where we have a graphic designer in Ghana, McLean, and we have videographers from here. You know, we have a videographer, Vaughn, and we have producers here, Vaughn Pro. That's the same guy, the producer who did the Dandada. He built the rhythm and things like that.
So you have a package.
We have photographers. We have everything. Everything we need, we just outsource it. We have a videographer here, and we have a videographer in Canada. We have a DJ. I don't know if you know DJ Wiz.
Yeah.
He's a part of the team as well out there in Canada. So you know, Pivotal growing as everyone growing at the same time. That's the good thing about it, and that's what I didn't hesitate to sign the contract with Pivotal because it made sense. Like I growing as an artist and I'm now making bigger steps. Why not grow with a team that growing from birth as well?
Come on,
you know?
Yeah. And that'd be more better still, you know, growing with a team from down level, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, so where do you see career next 5 years in the industry?
5 years? You were so long?
Yeah.
5 years? I say next couple of months.
All right.
5 years, I could see Mechanic T.I.D probably on the same level with everyone else. Like, again, the people that already know my name, and I can mention them now because, you know, they know, I know that they know, but again, numbers don't lie, and you need a certain status to really meet these people. But people like DJ Khaled, again, Foxy Brown, Spranger Benz, Nation Boss, what's his name, Egyptian, they know me because things happening in the background, you know. They know who I am because my management team, they are well connected in the industry, and she knows people that know people. You understand? So when they mention certain things, my name will come up. When Princess have meetings with certain people concerning her dad, my name comes up because of the song that I did for her father. So there are people in the industry that knows me, but they don't know me as yet.
Let's talk a little bit about the Zodiac winning the Grammy for Best Reggae Album.
Should I say what I want to be politically correct, but I would just say one statement on that. What else would they take from us?
Yeah, but for the fact that them acknowledge that, you know, is really from them really getting it from, but others that just life.
The industry has a standard that they work by, and once you get into entertainment and you're trying to branch off into mainstream and academies and awards and things like that, you have to understand the academy and the industry itself. Like, again, everybody was rooting for Spice, but Spice has now formulated this kind of industrial image, and she still have a long way to go because Spice music is still Caribbean style music. Like, they can't keep up with the style of music that we are accustomed to as yet. They just can't. Like, you can't you can't go in a after party, a Grammys after party, and see people in a nice three-piece suit on top of the head. It just not there yet. I ain't saying she can't do it, but it's not there yet. And that's just understanding the industry, understanding the academy, understanding the music on a holistic approach. Like Spice good. She's great. But if you look at Zoja and they're more commercial. They're more, shirt and tie kind of finish.
Yeah, I understand. So I understand that. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. I understand.
But it not fair, because the names that I saw in the category, and then it's only when they won, I'm like, who's this? And then I went and researched, and I'm like, wow, okay.
So like how we are there. What's your thoughts on the trap dancehall? You know about the trap dancehall? Is taking place in Jamaica?
Yeah. Trap dancehall, there's so far the two people that has really listened to the trap dancehall would be Skilly Bang and Skeng. Those two. And I like where it's going. I like where it's going. I like where it's going. Like, again, that's the most important thing about being an artist, especially in this day and age, to be more commercialized, to be more global. It makes sense in that direction of being more global.
That's true. Is there anything that you would like to share to the fans them?
Yeah, sure. We have a music video coming out soon. The name of the song is Zest. I don't know if people would see it on my social medias. We have a couple songs coming out. I have a mixtape coming out soon. The mixtape is nearly finished. Just keep paying attention, yo. Like, as I say, right now, me personally, I just teasing. I'm a bit quiet, but I have a reason for doing that, because right now, in the background, the team and we X the board right now. This is the second interview in a couple of days, and then we have more to come. It's like every week we doing something, every day we doing something, so we mashing gas, but to people it may look like I'm still walking slowly, but probably when I decide to kick open the door, then they'll see how much speed we was going with at the start, Just a lot of projects coming up. We have at least 4 music videos to drop within these next couple months. The next 2 to 3 months, 4 music videos, probably 6 or 7 original tracks. Again, like I say, we have a whole mixtape that is sitting there waiting to be put out. I have remixes that sit in there. I don't know if you ever heard of Ronnie Rasta City.
Ronnie Rasta City, yes man, great artist.
He also work alongside Pivotal,
Okay,
so we have things and you work with him as well. Yeah.
So do you have anyone you'd like to send a shout out to otherwise?
Sure. So shout out Pivotal, Christina, YCL, Kel, Von Pro, Von VV, Mrs. Kianik, everybody on Team Kianik, everybody who on the live right now, the interview, just stay up. Once you're alive, you're winning, and that is just facts.
This fact. This fact.
Yeah.
So where can the viewers find you online?
Mechanic T.I.D, everything. You could even punch it on Google. I did it the other day. I was like, wow. You just Google Mechanic T.I.D and you get all the social medias. My name is the same across the board. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, everything. I use one name. I ain't had time for this underscore this and start at one name across the board. Yeah.
All right then. So it was great having you on set. Thanks again, and wish you all the best on the journey.
Yeah, most definitely. Hopefully someday soon we'll link up, man.
Yeah, man. Which is right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Blessings again.
Yes, I.
All right then.